It is I. It is I. Sri Mantra. Sri Mantra. Sri Mantra. And it is a pleasure for you to meet me.
I'm that nigga that look like Jesus. I'm that nigga with the 12 homies. I'm that nigga that brought myself back to life. I'm the nigga that's not a phony. I'm that nigga that got the recharge. I'm that nigga that's reconnected. I'm that nigga that's so evolved, my DNA can't get infected. I got reggae, my lighters, coronavirus don't exist. I got pictures when I was a baby. All my life I've been the shit. I'm that nigga that's healing people, and all I say is a couple words. I tell their ass to believe in themselves, and now my kids, they flying like birds. I'm that nigga that talk toward us, sometimes it's smarter to send a message. I'm that nigga that received the blessing from the message because I blessed it. I'm that nigga that find the good in each and every situation. I'm that nigga that talk to people, my occupation from creation. I'm that nigga that's tapping into something higher than myself. I'm that nigga that can't take credit because the plants are here to help. I'm that nigga that practice alchemy because it's time for us to evolve. I'm that nigga that brought the message. Oh my God, I'm the nigga they call Sri Mantra.
Sri motherfucking man, that was that shit, bro. Exclusive right here, man. We live. It's about to go down, man. Y'all just heard my motherfucking partner, Sri Montra. Man, this has been my partner for years, for over a lifetime. We didn't grew up. Man, listen. This one for the records right here. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm definitely happy. I thank you for coming. I'm finna introduce those who don't know. It's Mr. Sri Mantra, Mike Anderson, a.k.a. Mr. Do It, motherfucking all. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right.
Man, I'm just going to give it from a perspective of me knowing you, right?
Okay.
If I can, if I will, just start from a real beginning point. You know what I'm saying? You my brother's Tim family. You know what I'm saying? And me and Tim got it from the mud since like 13, 14 type deal. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you was always the cousin. You know, everybody got one of them cousins who was Vans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who always into shit. Or, you know, he was the advanced cousin. You know what I'm saying? Mike was always ahead of the game, ahead of the curve. Whether it was on the bad end or whatever it was, he was a master at the craft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you was one of those people who we look to like, damn, that's because he got this going on and that going on, and it was always an influence, right? So those who know, man. I don't like to brag on the past because people misinterpret when you speak on certain things as a braggadocious value. So we don't put no value into it. But if you know, right? Yeah. So when the transition comes, it's good to see how a person can evolve but still be that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like,
really, let me expunge on that.
Yeah.
If I didn't do all the things that I've done, I wouldn't be who I am.
So
every single thing that we experience, we are supposed to experience that shit and grow from that shit because we're supposed to learn something from each and every experience. A lot of people don't learn from their experiences, and they call that shit trauma. Ain't no such thing as trauma. You didn't learn the lesson that you were supposed to learn.
Yeah.
So I've learned each and every lesson, and now I'm able to look back on all those lessons and see God in each and every situation.
That's real.
And see that it's been with me all my motherfucking life.
Definitely.
So yeah, we're supposed to go through these things so we can look back and see that, oh shit, it's a higher thing that's in play here, and that's always been in play.
It's always been.
So
see, it's a man, the foundation that we build upon. Like you say, he make us sturdy for a reason.
Yeah.
It's a purpose for what we go through.
Yeah.
And when you're able to consciously look back on it and understand it, you're a different being.
That is the only history that exists.
That's real.
Is the history of yourself.
That's
the
true.
other history outside of you don't even fucking exist.
It's real talk.
Because now you're giving away your energy looking at some other shit that ain't got shit to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take that energy and look at your past and look at every situation that you've been in, and you can find the good in each and every one of those situations, and you can find the reasons why. Oh shit! So you telling me if I didn't do this, I wouldn't be this. So if I didn't lose $500,000, and if I couldn't walk for 2 years, I wouldn't have found gratitude. I would have still been a dumbass nigga.
Yeah.
But I found gratitude when I lost all this money. Then I found gratitude when I couldn't walk for 2 years after that. I'm laying in the bed without shit, ain't got shit.
Yeah.
All I got is my thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about life now. And then I found gratitude. Once I found gratitude, I knew that I found gratitude because I never felt that shit before. I wasn't grateful for shit.
Right.
I wasn't grateful that we had $800,000 in the bank at one time. I was not grateful for none of that shit. It was just like, oh, it was there.
Yeah.
But once I found gratitude, shit started changing. And once I started seeing shit changing, I started seeing my mind change. So the way I healed myself wasn't from no doctors.
Right.
I changed the way I was thinking.
That's
They
real.
don't even know how the fuck I'm walking to this day.
That's real.
You know, I was
Oh, the mind powerful.
I was on disability. I called their asses and said, drop that shit. I don't need that. You know what? Yeah. The doctor said, hey, your hip is worse than your other hip. We need to replace it. I said, no, doc, that's unacceptable. I got too much shit to do.
Yeah.
So since I got shit to do, I ain't listening to you niggas.
That's real. I need a self-diagnosis.
Yeah, and I self-diagnose myself.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? If I break something, I go let them cast me up, but they don't know nothing else about my body.
That's real.
You know
we got a healing system, a self-sufficient healing system if we tap into it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need herbs. You don't need roses. You don't need crystals.
Yeah.
You don't need the Bible.
Yeah.
Nigga, all you got to do is believe that it's okay.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
That's real.
That's it.
Hey, people don't understand the power of the mind, man. And we're gonna dive into that, man. That's a hell of a donation just to really know who you are, man. Some people don't know who they are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They're on autopilot.
And like you say,
and it's okay because we need those people to not know who they are, so we can see and understand the shit that we going through, and then we can be able to see them like, okay, I'm something special.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now we could differentiate special from autopilot.
Yeah.
Because we observing it every day.
From people, you have to be conscious of your now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you say, people focus so much on the outwardly of somebody else expressions.
Yeah, they come to me every day.
It don't mean nothing to you.
Mike, what you think about Trump?
Yeah.
That's God. Let God do whatever God is going to do. God came to experience every single experience there is to experience. So what do I have to say about any experience that God came to experience?
That's real.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's real. And if we don't understand that we but an expression of.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And when you realize that, you walk different because you walk with the purpose of experience.
That's it.
You want to experience everything that this thing got to offer you.
That's it.
Let me be a sponge and soak it up.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And when we soak it up properly with conscience, it evolves into something different.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? On some real shit, dog. I don't know, man. You know, a lot of people talk about the spiritual awakening that we supposed to be walking in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's always been there. It's always this existence is always, like you said, self-awareness. Mm-hmm. It's been people since the beginning of time been trying to tell you something. You know what I'm saying? Trying to teach you how to identify with self, inwardly understand that that's all you need. You feel me? That's it. You feel what I'm saying? And then I don't know, you know, I try not to tap into religion because it's a touchy subject, but in the reality of it, it's one of those things that keep us capped. In my experience,
it's limited.
Yeah, it's limited.
You're limiting yourself.
Not only
creation.
you limited, you taking away from yourself.
Yeah.
And you giving your energy to something outside of you that have, like you say, has nothing to do with you. Me personally, I believe if there was a Jesus and if he exists, he was talking to the people he was talking to during the time that he was talking to them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you know, I ain't trying to go there on having nobody believe what you want to believe, dog. But at the same time, I'm going to speak my truth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And what my truth is, dog, I've never looked for a savior. And I don't teach mine to look for one either.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You can only save yourself.
That's right.
Ain't nothing coming. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing coming out the sky to port nothing for you on your behalf. Saving come with understanding. Yeah. You feel me? You have to level up your understanding to get where you headed. You feel what I'm saying? That's it, man. Your blessings are made by you.
That's right.
And your understanding.
That's
when you can identify them. Do you give God the glory? Of course. It's something that operates and is over everything. We here not by choice. You know what I'm saying? By force. Literally. And it's a force and a power that's beyond us. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to give homage to that. But beyond that is you.
That's it. And you part of that. And you part of that force.
And you part of that force. You the expression of that force for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we tap into somebody else's Bible when we should be writing our own, bro.
That's it.
That's the philosophy.
That's it.
You feel me? And that's why I truly think I teach my own religion. It's the religion of peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When hopefully when I pass, it's gonna be 12 guys who talk about me and tell me what I did and how I led them. Right. You know what I'm saying? If I was a good leader, or I might was a good student. However, you feel what I'm saying? It's my experience to be told, right. And I don't really look outside of that, bro. That's why I tapped into you, because I saw that you recognized who you was.
Yeah, for sure. I found it. You know.
You feel me? On some real shit, Mike.
I found me,
man. When I looked, I said, my dude in Hawaii, what the hell? Mm-hmm. How did it come about? What was the move?
Hawaii?
Yeah.
The story on Hawaii comes before Hawaii.
Yeah.
So St. Louis, I was doing some work. Back then, I'm doing anything, floors, ceilings, painting, whatever, right?
All type of shit. Mm-hmm. I'm already knowing.
And so I did this work for these folks. My realtor, she calls me up, Mike, I got these people, these folks been robbing them. They need somebody they can trust to do the work.
Yeah.
But they ain't got no money because the other contractors robbed them. Can you fix their house, and I'll pay you once we sell the house. Mm-hmm. No problem, let's do it. So when I get over there, I see this guy on the roof, don't know what he's doing, and his wife, she's walking around barefooted. And now I've been reading up, like I do some hood shit during the daytime, but at nighttime I go home and I'm looking up Egypt. I'm looking up ayahuasca. I'm looking up all this other stuff that none of my partners are even thinking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know where these thoughts are coming from, but when I go home, this is what I'm doing.
That's what you tapping into.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember seeing grounding, and the lady was grounding. Mm-hmm. I said, "Are you grounding?" She said, "Yeah, this is what we call grounding. We do it in Hawaii. It's really good doing it on the lava." I'm like, "Oh, that's dope." She was like, "You should come out to Hawaii. We got 3 acres. You can buy the 3 acres next to ours for $20,000." I said, "Nah, I'm finna buy a Lambo.
Right.
I'm finna buy a Lamborghini, and I'm finna advertise on the Lamborghini. I already got Little Caesars contract. I already got some contracts set up to do. I had the Cardinals ready to do some advertising on, well, not actually the Cardinals, but I had one of their advertising team leads interested in. I told them I had this one particular Murcielago Lamborghini, but I didn't. I photoshopped some shit and I sent it to the dude, said, "Hey, I advertised throughout the city on my car, just trying to see if you guys were interested in advertising the Cardinals."
Flat out.
So after he said yes, after they responded and said yes, I said, "Nigga, I'm finna go buy a Lamborghini."
Flat out.
So I ended up buying a Lambo kit car. I bought a Lambo kit car and I put a $20,000 motor in it. Made it seem like a straight up real Lamborghini. You couldn't even tell.
Couldn't even tell the difference.
So I get the Lambo. I go and I get the contract with. I did U-Trade. I did Little Caesars. U-Trade is one of the homeboys, Charles. He paid me to advertise his trading company on there. Yeah. So the shit was good, but it was just every day I come home to my garage to put my car up down on Manchester, I got cats following me and shit. Yeah. So I'm gonna end up hurting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with this car. Yeah. So if something was telling me, just let it go. So it said, let it go. All right. I trusted it. So it was like, man, one particular time after I got hypnotized, I had fucked around, got hypnotized, and now I could hear this thing in my head. Mm-hmm. And the thing said, "Nigga, let the car go." Mm-hmm. Said, "Get on Facebook and sell it, but not in St. Louis." All right, cool, because I ain't even want nobody in St. Louis to know I even had the car. Definitely. So I go to Atlanta, boom, post the car for sale. This old man was interested. I'm good. This old man was interested and ended up driving the car to Atlanta, taking a bunch of money, driving the car to Atlanta. The old man didn't buy the car, so I put it in my mom's backyard for a couple days. Right. And then this guy from Guam, this magician, he calls me. He's interested in the car to put in his magician show. God damn. He fly in from Guam. Him and his dad pulls up. Boom, 50 grand. They gave me 50 grand for the car. The same day that the 50 grand came was the same day my letter for my passport came. Yeah, yeah. So now this letter for my passport says that I can't get my passport because I owe child support. Damn. Now, granted, I already had some shit set up in Cancun. I was on my way to Cancun. I was selling the car, and I was on my way to Cancun because I had a contract with the Hard Rock Cafe doing henna tattoos. So I'm a henna master. And then I had a spot in Saint Incognito. And I've been talking to the mayor and shit, so I done hooked up with the mayor. I'm telling the mayor I'm doing Battle of the Arts. I'm doing these art programs with kids. I'm on my way to Belize to do tattoos in Cancun. Then I'm gonna come stay in San Ignacio.
Hell yeah.
And I could do things with kids.
Right.
I'm gonna do some paint, the same thing I'm doing in St. Louis. So I had all this stuff set up, but I get this letter saying that I couldn't get my passport because I owe child support. So my mom, she was right there. She was like, well, why don't you go to Hawaii? Hawaii is an island. It's closed.
Yeah.
You know, it's away from here. I know you're trying to get away.
Right.
So I'm like, bet. You know what? I called my brother up. We got us some tickets. Me and my brother got one-way tickets to Hawaii. Got my mama a round-trip ticket. And we ended up flying out there, man. And that magic, the magic that the island has, it was explosive. Man, it was cold-blooded.
Man.
Every time we said something happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like the 5th day. My mom, she's leaving in like the next day or two. So it's like the 5th day. And we riding down in Hilo. And I said out loud, I said, man, if I can find a car and an apartment for $1,500 for the month, I'll stay. Granted, I done already shipped $1,000 worth of soaps to the island just in case. I don't know, you know. But I went to my partner Blake down at shout out to Blake down at Soulard. Yeah, I go get y'all soaps and shit. He pretty much gave me the game on it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it ended up buying $1,000 worth of soaps from him. Shipped it to Hawaii just for the vacation.
Right.
So I said, if I can find a crib and a car, I'll stay. My mom, she was driving. She missed her turn. We went down the next turn. She busted left, busted another left. As we coming up, she sees for rent in the window, a for rent sign. So we pulls over, and as we were pulling over, we calling the number. As we're calling the number, the lady was pulling up in the trunk, answering her phone in her truck. Right. Answering her phone like, hello. And we're like, yeah, we interested in for rent. She's like, okay, well, I'm headed to my office now. We're like, yeah, we're here now. Oh, that's y'all? Yeah, that's us.
Right,
oh,
so
okay.
you're right there. You're,
Boom.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? And then, so she walks into the office, and she says, so what you looking for? And I was like, well, me and my bro, we looking to stay on the island. We got some property here that we're checking out. We're interested in buying, but this might take us a month or so. So we're looking for a vehicle and an apartment for the month. And I got $1,500. She said, all right, bet, I got you. I got a car and I got a spot. So boom, we stayed. And then, so fast forward, I remember now it's like day 7. We dropped my mom off at the airport. The soaps arrive at the same day. We pick up $1,000 worth of soaps. Right. Now we the next day we go get our license, our business license, our sales license, all the shit. We go get all the shit because I'm a hustler. I'm a grinder.
That's right.
We go get all our shit and then we go to the farmer's market because before I came to the island, I used to get on Google Maps and I go street view and I just walk down the street. I already seen Hawaii. I was walking down the street and turning corners and like, oh shit. So I seen that they had these farmers market. Okay. Because I'm looking now, walking through the farmers market on Google Maps, like, okay, niggas is selling jewelry, niggas is selling shirts. Ain't nobody got no soaps.
Flat out.
You know what I'm saying? So
boy, look at this game.
So
look at this, man. I'm talking about, look at this game. Boy, you better tap in.
So now the next day comes. It's day 8. Yeah. We go to the farmers market. And the cruise ship has just came in. Yeah. We don't know nothing. We didn't even know about the cruise ship part, but we made $1,000 that day. And then we made $1,000 the next day. And then throughout the week, we'll make about $500. And I said, if I can make $1,000, then we said we said it out loud before we went to the farmer's market. It was like, man, if we can make $1,000, we'll stay. We'll stay even longer than a month. So yeah, with the thousands were coming, and it was fun because I used to have a kiosk at Northwest Plaza,
flat out,
and
I know,
and St. Louis Center. So I am original hustler. I'm that guy that used to come out and make cats buy $100 chains that we was getting for $5.
Flat out.
You know what I'm saying, man? We got kicked out of Northwest Plaza because we put Sam Goody out of business. Yeah. We was them guys that put Sam Goody out of business. Because we started the mixtapes up there. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Listen, when I say ahead of the curve, always. Yeah. Always been ahead of the curve on the hustle.
But yeah, that's the story. That's how we got to Hawaii.
In Hawaii. So you end up getting a spot down there.
Yeah. So hold on. rewind. The folks who I did that work for, they offered me to come to Hawaii, but I turned it down, and I'm glad I did turn it down. But it was introducing itself to me,
Right.
because if I would have went at that very moment and I had the money to get that property, and I was looking into it or whatnot, that's what really sparked that interest when my mom said it.
Yeah.
But I passed that opportunity up, but it showed itself later on. And it was pretty much just getting us prepared, because even throughout that time, 3 months before we went to the island, 3 months before that, I had got hypnotized.
Right.
And after getting hypnotized, it told me, the practitioner took me to my most favorite place on earth. So I'm coming out the clouds.
Now, when you say you've been hypnotized, nigga, you talking about you went to a hypnosis.
Quantum healing hypnosis, QHHT.
Quantum healing hypnosis.
Okay.
It's a facility. Where is it located?
No, it's not a facility.
It's a person.
It's a group of practitioners.
Okay.
Throughout the world now. Quantum healing hypnosis. Let me tell you this story, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm doing some work for Charles and Tim. I'm doing the
gates
the
and shit?
delivery.
Oh, delivery.
I'm doing the delivery,
With the meds?
medical delivery.
Yeah.
So now I got 8-10 hours just listening to hypnosis sessions.
Yeah.
I got 8 to 10 hours listening to this lady named Dolores Cannon.
I've been listening. I think
And-
the white lady.
Yeah, and
I've been
Dolores
listening to her.
Cannon, she was talking to these. She was hypnotizing her patients back when she first started. They was like, "That's taboo. Don't be doing that. You work, that's the devil's work."
Yeah.
But she was tapping into the higher self.
Yeah.
She was tapping into Thoth. She was tapping into Jesus. She was
Yeah.
tapping into all entities that are entities, and she was tapping into your higher self.
Right.
So I'm started listening to other hypnosis around the world, and other hypnosis. They don't even know this lady, but everybody is getting the same results. So I was interested. I don't listen to thousands of videos. I was programming my brain into this thing unknowingly. My higher self knew what it was doing.
Flat out.
It put that job there for me to be able to make the money to do this study right quick. It's like going to school. So I went through this whole thing, and so things started to happen. And one particular time I get a phone call, and this lady says, "Hey, speak to Michael Anderson." I'm like, "This is me." She said, "You left a message on my voicemail saying you're interested in hypnosis." I'm like, "No, I emailed a lady who was in Iowa, but she was booked for the year and she wanted $1,000. So no, I never called anybody. After that one email, I never even gave her my number through the email.
Right.
So no, you got the wrong Michael Anderson. She
Right.
said, "So are you interested in hypnosis?" I said, "Yeah, I am, but I didn't call you."
Right.
I know if I would have called somebody.
So
know
how
what
you
I'm saying?
get into this?
So she said, "Well, tell me your interest." And I told her, I said, I went to Full Sail down in Florida, and I remember at the what you call it, when they first invite you down there.
Right, like the introduction.
The introduction type shit.
Orientation.
Orientation.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I
Right,
went
I'm
to-
already knowing.
orientation. They had a hypnotist up there.
Yeah.
So I didn't, I just went down there just for that, and then I went back to my spot. But I was kind of cool with this one guy that was, I forget where the nigga was from, but I was cool with him. He was one of the guys that went on stage.
Yeah.
So when all these people got on stage, he had them barking and doing all kind of crazy stuff.
Right.
So when the dude came back down after it was all over with, I'm like, "Boy, y'all crazy." He was
Right.
like, "What? We were just sitting there. What you talking about?" I'm like, "Bro, you tripping? You look
He
at
was
this."
doing all type of
I
shit.
showed him the video, and the nigga started crying because he
didn't know he was doing
didn't
it.
even know he did it.
Right.
Flat out, he didn't. I felt him. I was like, "Ooh, that's just real." So
Real.
I came up with a talk show.
Yeah.
Back then, I had a talk show called Hypnotized.
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah.
Where you hypnotize the audience, and the motherfuckers start telling the truth. Yeah, I cheated on your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
That's crazy.
You can hypnotize a person and get the truth out.
Tell
of
the truth.
them. Yeah, exactly. So I told her about Dolores Cannon. I told her, I was like, "Yeah, Dolores Cannon is." Dolores, she let me go on for about 20 minutes talking about Dolores Cannon. And then she said, "Well, I got to say something." She said, I was trained directly by Dolores Cannon.
Right.
And Dolores Cannon always says that there's no such thing as coincidence.
Definitely.
And Dolores Cannon, she talked about a situation that happened to her where somebody called and left a message, and they claimed that they didn't call and leave them. She said, "This is special." She said, "Can you come in?" She said, "I normally charge $1,000, but I would charge you $400 if you can come in tomorrow."
Right.
And I was like, where are you? Where are you located? She said, I'm in Belleville, Illinois.
Yeah.
I was like, you gotta be lying.
Right. Sound for you right across the bridge.
How the fuck did you get my number for real?
Yeah.
I said, the lady, how y'all get my number? Because I was still trying to link her to the Iowa lady. And she was like, no, this is special.
Yeah.
So I get over there about 11 o'clock in the morning. And by the time the hypnosis session was over with, she was like, Mike, what time do you think it is? I was like, it's probably about 1, maybe 2 o'clock. She said, no, it's 7 p.m. You was under. She said, oh, this was beautiful. It was so much
information, dialogue that went on.
Yeah, so much information came up out of me. And,
Yeah.
And so she recorded the session.
Yeah.
I recorded the session. I secretly recorded the session.
Yeah.
You know Just
see what's going on. Like, what's going on?
So because I did that because she said, I'm going to record the session, but I got to warn you that throughout the session, sometimes your higher self don't want you to hear certain things. So we'll have to stop the recording. I'm not going to stop the recording, but when you listen to it, when you play it back, it'll stop the actual recording and you'll hear static or interference.
Yeah, interference.
I'm like, yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
And make sure I get all the information, whatever you try not to give me.
So I recorded it. She recorded it. When I listened to her tape, it was a lot of distortion in different spots. It was a lot of different zing high frequencies and all kind of different shits going on. And I'm like, she pushing some buttons or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started listening to mine and matching it up from what I recorded to what she recorded, and at the exact same spots where the things were distorted,
it was the same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, the hypnosis session, it took me to 2 of my past lives. It took me to Hawaii, and that was my favorite place because she said, so take me, before the past lives, she said, take me to your most favorite place on earth.
Man.
So I ended up coming out of the clouds, landing on black sand. Never even thought of black sand.
Yeah.
When you say sand, if you're from St. Louis and you say sand, you think of
some brown, white shit.
Tan, white sand, right? Mm-hmm. Never ever thought of black sand. So I landed on this beach, and she said, so what do you feel? Look down. What do your feet look like? I said, it's like black rocks, black sand. I'm on a beach with black sand. Yeah, this is my favorite spot. I love this place. This is great. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she took me through the whole thing. I remember seeing palm trees, the ocean, and all this other shit. She had me describing everything that was around me.
Yeah.
And then she took me to my other lives. But 3 months later, we living in Hawaii.
Yeah.
We go to this one sacred spot because it's COVID now.
Uh-huh.
We came a month, made all this money that month, and then COVID came. So now when COVID came, we had the island to ourselves. So we go into all these special places, and we got the special place to ourselves without all the interference of all the energies and shit. It's like COVID happened just for us.
Uh-huh.
So therefore, everything that actually happens is actually happening for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you just got to find that in it.
Find your placement.
That's right. So, but we was down there on this beach, and I was at that exact spot where I saw the ocean, I saw the cliffs, I saw the trees.
Yeah.
Nigga, I cried.
Yeah.
I called the lady, yo, I had to run back up to the...
I've been here.
I had to run back up to the car.
Yeah.
Because it's a cliff. You got to go up the cliff and shit.
Yeah.
I had to run back up to the car, get some services, and call this lady like, you ain't gonna believe where the fuck I'm at.
Right.
I am on black sand.
Yeah.
Remember, it's me,
right.
Mike. Hello? Yeah,
You
Mike Anderson. You did a...
right, real.
Because I just hit her up, and she was like, that's crazy. Oh, my God. You got to stay in touch. You got to stay. You need to write. She said, you got to write this stuff down. You got to write it down because she said, you're connected. You know what I'm saying? And then even with getting to Hawaii, I know I'm going on and on, but Hawaii is a lot.
Man,
but even getting to Hawaii, so we at the markets.
Uh-huh.
We at the markets selling soap, and this one particular time, B goes to the bathroom, and I'm just standing there, and this lady comes up, and I call the lady the Pharaoh lady,
right?
Because she had on nothing but wraps and shit, no type of clothing, just wraps and shit. She's like something out of Egypt.
Yeah. And
she said, "Oh my God, it's you! You've made it!" And I'm like, okay, crazy lady.
Right.
Here, let me give you a couple of bars.
Yeah.
No, I can't take nothing. It's you. I can't believe you're here.
Yeah.
And they treat me bad, and they be talking about me and pushing me off, and she calls the police on me. She was telling on all the vendors.
Uh-huh.
All the vendors looking at me like,
who the fuck is he?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, oh, I'm like, no, come on, get up.
Uh-huh.
She started praising and shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, no, come on, get up, let's go. She said, you got to go. Have you been to the Valley of the Kings?
Yeah.
I said, no, I haven't been to the Valley. She says, you got to let them know you're here. Oh my God, do they know that you're here?
Right.
I said, I don't know if they know, but
Say,
Here,
I'm gonna try to get there.
take this soap. Here's a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
Peace be with you.
Yeah.
I gotta go. And
Yeah.
she said, okay, blessings. You know, I'm like, okay, crazy lady.
Say, but she gaming you.
Right. So then I get back to my booth, and this other guy comes up. It's like a white guy with locks and shit. And we started talking about where I was from or whatnot, because you don't see too many black people there. Well, now it's starting to populate.
Mm-hmm.
But during this time, yeah, it wasn't, But the dude comes up and he says, after we had a little conversation, the dude says, bro, have you been to YPO Valley yet? And I'm like, nah, I ain't been there yet. I've been to Akaka Falls, nigga. We be going down to Mermaid Ponds. I go to Kahena, Uncle Roberts. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
He said, no, you got to go to YPO Valley. You gotta let them know that you're here. I'm like, yeah, somebody just told me I need to let somebody know I'm here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, YPO Valley. Okay, that's a different spot. So,
Yeah.
He said, yeah, all you got to do is Google it, type in YPO, WAIPIO, or whatever it is.
Right.
Type it in, and, you need to go there.
Yeah.
You need to let them know you're here. I'm like, okay, this
Some shit
is
going
the second
on.
motherfucker that came up to me.
Tim, I need to go somewhere
Right.
and check in.
And he was a normal dude. The other lady was a crazy lady, but this is a normal dude. So now, B comes back to the bathroom, and he's like, yeah, man, I just ran across some motherfucker told me we need to go to YPO Valley. I said, was it a dude? Was it a white dude with the dreads? He said, no. I said, was it a crazy lady look like a pharaoh? He said, no, it was just somebody. Somebody said YPO Valley.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, this is significant, bro.
Right.
I said, you still got those shrooms? And he was like, yeah, I got the shrooms. Because he been trying to get me to eat the shrooms, and I'm like, I ain't no follower. I smoke weed.
Right.
I'm not finna just do drugs just because you doing drugs.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna eat some shrooms for. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga fucked up.
But I'm like, bro, let's eat the shrooms. This shit
This
is crazy
is the now,
because
yeah.
This one dude said we need to go to YPO Valley. Your person said YPO Valley. Then the crazy lady said we didn't go to Valley of the Kings. Where the fuck that's at? But
Right.
nigga, this is some wild shit. It's
real
happening
talk.
again. It's been happening since we've
Hell
been
yeah.
here. So it's like
The shit aligning.
You got to be
feel
in
the alignment.
observance.
Yeah,
You got to be in
real talk.
observance now. When it's happening again. So we eat the shrooms. We pack up. We ride into YPO Valley now. YPO Valley about an hour away. So we get to YPO Valley, and it's like 4 or 5 in the evening now. People are coming up from the valley. We done sat there and watch all these people come up, and we like, oh man, if that many people went down, I know we can go down and make it and come back up. But they coming back up for a reason, because it's about to get dark.
Yeah.
So they coming out.
Yeah, coming up out the motherfucker.
Our asses went in.
Right.
And then we went in with the car. I'm sorry, Terry, but yeah, we took your car down to YPO Valley.
So that's the loaner. I mean, the rental for the month.
So we ended up taking the car down to YPO Valley, bro. I'm talking about you going down steep hills, 6% grades and 3% grades and shit. Like,
That shit
crazy
crazy,
with
bro.
no railing. I got the shit on video. No railing. It's beautiful going down. We passing up horses, wild horses
so
coming.
Beautiful, dog.
Oh, you pulled them up? Yeah, wild horses coming up to us, sticking their head in the car and
This
shit.
shit hella beautiful.
We make it to the beach. When we make it to the beach, we get on top of this rock. And, I had a bottle. I put a message in it. And I'm like, nigga, how can we help? I'm here to help.
Right.
Threw the bottle out in the ocean.
Right.
The bottle come back. Like, all right, you tripping. Got the bottle, threw it further in the ocean. Motherfucking bottle came back. I'm looking at me like, nigga, is this what the fuck is going on?
Right.
So the bottle came back, and then this time I threw it. I said some words. Bro said some words. We threw that mug out, and then next thing you know, the bottle went out into the ocean.
Yeah.
But now this wind came. It was a wind that came from the ocean, bro. It seemed like motherfuckers was on chariots and horses riding through us.
That's
Like
right.
this. It was like we was in some type of trance.
Yeah.
This is the valley behind us, the Valley of the Kings, come to find out.
Yeah.
YPO Valley was the Valley of the Kings, and it all started to make sense once we got down there. I don't know if it was the mushrooms or the shit was really happening.
Definitely some of the
I don't
mushrooms,
know.
nigga.
The shit was really happening, but it was like they was
speaking.
riding-
No, I feel
They
you.
was riding through us, through the valley.
Yeah.
It's like they was coming through the ocean on chariots and shit, riding through the valley, and we was just experiencing the shit.
Right.
Man, I felt every single emotion that you can possibly feel. Happiness, afraid, scared to death.
And what kind of shrooms was those again?
But mind you, it's getting darker. It's getting darker and darker.
Yeah.
So we get out of this trance, and we like, oh shit, we tripping. We need to get up out of here because it's getting dark, and we got to go through lakes and puddles of shit.
To get back the fuck home.
Bro, the shit was crazy. We finally make it back to the mountain to go start going our way back up. Mind you, we're in this raggedy ass little rental. Put in 4-wheel drive. I got my foot on the gas, all the way on the gas, and we just going up this hill. And we'll get to another little spot, then we got to go up this hill. Mind you, there's nothing to the left. There's no railings. My foot is on the gas. The car is probably doing 10 miles an hour, about to die.
Right.
If I take my foot off the gas, we're going to roll back.
Type shit.
And it's curves going down. It's not just you know what I'm saying? And the brakes ain't all that good either. As far as we going, we're going to
steep as a motherfucker.
But, bro, I'm talking about, man, we fucking prayed to God. You was looking dead at the moon. We was straight up looking at the moon. The car is doing about 10 miles an hour. My foot is on the gas. The motor sounds like it's about to blow.
Oh my
if
God,
I take my foot off the gas, we falling back. But if I keep it on, the motor finna blow.
Right.
But then we got a bump.
Yeah.
Something bumped the back of the car, bro.
Like gave y'all this nudge.
Pushed us up the hill. The car landed on the flat part of the top of the hill.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even start up. It wasn't even running. We got out, kissed the ground. We kissed the ground. Thank God. And mind you, I'm straight from St. Louis. I'm straight from riding around in the Lambo.
Right.
With bro, never experienced no shit like that in my life.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, dog.
And then fucked around, and 2 hours later, the car start up. We drive back into town. Go to Little Caesar's Pizza. That's when we met the owner. We told him what happened. He said, "Y'all crazy." He said, "People do not go down there at night. You come up before it gets dark."
Right.
Y'all went down there at night. What, man?
So you motherfuckers brave. He said,
up.
"Nah, we was just high, nigga, and didn't know better."
No, we knew all the way better because that's where the magic happens.
Nah, I feel you though.
The unknown is the best thing that can ever happen.
Yeah,
to
the
you.
dark. See, they always told us to be afraid of the dark. You hear me?
Yeah.
But you gotta understand the dark is where energy resides.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's hella dope. So how you get to the building the tiny homes and shit out there? What was that?
Well, before I went out there, I was doing fences and kitchens, bathrooms, and shit like that.
Yeah.
But once we got out there, I met this lady named Miss Shirley, and she got 20 acres. So Miss Shirley, she had people robbing her blind, and then, I'm here to help. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So the guy that introduced me to her was robbing her blind. He done charged this lady X amount of dollars to do X amount of work.
Right.
When I came and I done built everything on that property for a little or nothing.
Yeah.
Just really for the lessons so I can learn how to do the shit.
Yeah.
So as I was building her shit, I was like, oh, that's a deck. That's because this is the foundation to build this little tiny home. This is just building the deck. So I put the deck up and boom, put the walls up. Boom.
Right.
Tiny home.
Right.
How big you want it?
Yeah, and keep it pushing.
You know what I'm saying? So after that, we started building for other people on the island. And then I got into building tiny homes. So, and then it's affordable. I'm not robbing you.
Right.
I'm just really getting my portfolio up and getting my skills up. And I'm finna have so many dope ass ideas. If you got the money to do these dope ass ideas, oh yeah, we finna do some shit. Because I don't want to do no normal shit. If you try to do normal shit, then I'm like,
right.
I'm into doing
something a little
different.
Yeah.
And
that's dope as a motherfucker.
So
when I saw that shit,
I'm ready to build my shit.
Yeah. So you got land and already shit out there?
We got 3 acres out there.
Oh, man, that's dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
We got a 2-story yurt.
Yeah.
Outdoor shower and shit, and we got a cabin. When I go back, we're gonna be installing an outdoor shower and all that.
I'm gonna have to come to Hawaii, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up though, dog. Like that's some. From where we come from, dog, that's idea. Last year I was in St. Croix. You know what I'm saying? St. Thomas, St. Croix. I visited both of the islands and shit. And just that experience alone, man. Like you say,
Did you camp out?
I ain't camp outside, but I stayed. I was outside all night.
Let me tell you this. I fly to different islands.
Yeah.
The Hawaii Islands. I fly to different ones. I rent a car, and then I go to Walmart, purchase a tent, and I always sleep on the beach. I don't never, ever.
Yeah.
I sleep on the beach
That's
now.
right. Say to get that energy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I go home, every time I go home, I'm sleeping on the beach.
Yeah.
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 You got to sleep outside. Sleep
that's
under the stars, right next to the ocean, let the ocean crash. And just, it's empowering because man, nothing out there can hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Nah, that's some powerful shit, dog.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm a water baby, so when I was out there, it was a hell of an experience in itself, man. Just to see water beyond the eyes, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, so I was out, even in Miami, anywhere I go with some water, I appreciate that shit. I'm like, man, that shit a different hit. But when I saw you was living out there, and I saw the picture on Black Sand, I'm like, that shit hard. What the fuck this nigga buy a fucking volcano?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's dope, because that's the only time you get Black Sand, right?
Yeah. And that's a whole different beast in its own, too, man. Yeah. We was staying out in the jungle, me, my mom, my brother. I think my daughter was there.
Yeah.
But one night we heard an earthquake, and everybody got up. My mom was like, "You felt that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna look it up." See, that was a hell of an earthquake.
Hell yeah.
But mind you, we 20 minutes down the volcano from the rim of the volcano. We just a 20-minute drive up, so we felt that.
Right.
So once we Googled it, it said that Killer Whale was erupting. So,
that's the name of the volcano?
Yeah, Killer Whale.
Yeah.
So normal people go the opposite direction.
You motherfuckers want to go. Hey man, what type of shit y'all on? Y'all heard?
We all jump in the Hummer.
Right.
And we riding up to the volcano.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That shit was dope, bro.
But that's some dope shit because it's a different type of energy that's coming out that you're not going to get in Walnut Park.
Yeah.
It's a certain type of energy that you're going to get from there that's for us that you're not going to get.
We need to tap into, man. We do, man. We got to really, because one, I'm going to tell you this. Everything is a little more pure on them islands, man.
But think about this. That is energy coming from land that is creating more land. That's the energy that's coming from within that's creating that
that type of soil. Yeah.
And this is baby land. It's like we're literally on baby land.
Yeah.
Baby earth.
You
you're
seeing the
really
creation
connected.
of
Man, it's a hell of a connection
that's a hell of a
because it's not as soiled.
understanding.
It's not as soiled as this land over here. So
Yeah.
when we tap in, like with our shaman, when we do the psychedelics, we're with an actual shaman who walks with us. And when you do it there, it's so much cleaner. When we do it over here in the States,
the pollution of it all.
It's hard to break through the threshold. It's heavy. It's a lot of burden. It's because the land been through so much, seen so much. It's so old. It's so ancient. You know what I'm saying? But this land, we're talking about land that's freshly
new, baby.
Coming out. You know what I'm saying? So now the connection
is a little
with the
different.
Land is a lot different.
So you getting
and that's why when the lady was talking about she walks on the lava, she was telling me this before I even got there. And then when I got there, I was witnessing it. It wasn't just no shit that somebody told me. This is what we was witnessing. And this is how I break it down. The Hawaiians don't even break it down like that. I talked to a lot of elders out there about my experiences on the island, and they be in awe, like, wow. I'm like, bro, you don't know about your place?
Right.
And your place is special. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are... I believe that the island brought us there because we understand the aloha and know how to activate the aloha and know the true meaning of aloha.
And what is that?
Aloha is love.
Yeah.
They'll say aloha to you, but in the back of their minds, they're saying something different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's some deep shit.
Yeah, because it
knows. Motherfuckers don't know how deep that is because
it knows what you feel about
real talk, the energy is reciprocated.
Exactly.
You feel me? So y'all ain't able to receive.
But we need to restore aloha and keep the aloha alive.
Because God is love, and when you are in the affirmation of that in its truest form. Because it's unbiased in that set.
That's
you
right.
feel what I'm saying? So you coming really with a tourist mind in awe of it all.
And it's showing me.
You hear me? So it's giving you it's given to you in its rawest form because I
receive it.
You receive it. Not only you receive it, but you giving it truly.
It taught me to be in a state of acceptance. I don't want shit anymore. I don't try to do shit anymore. I don't make goals anymore. I am a state of acceptance, and whatever it is that's coming through is exactly what I do.
Man,
I don't do it because, ooh, I need to do this or I need to create that. No, it's like, all right, what we got to do next, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. If it's coming easy, then that's what I'm supposed to do.
That's real.
If it's an obstacle, then watch out now.
Yeah.
I go to sleep and wake back up and do
Yeah.
it again. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's real. Speaking of obstacles, your song No Obstacles.
Yeah.
That where that come from?
So after I got hypnotized, it led me to Ganesha.
Yeah.
And I learned so much from Ganesha. You know, you got Buddha, you got Krishna, you got Shiva, you got Jesus, you got Moses, you got all these different entities.
Ganesha is the one with the elephant head, right?
That's the one with the elephant head.
Definitely.
So this is what it taught me. I studied it, and after I studied it, I learned that it's a nation of people that worship the deity.
Yeah.
But what it taught me was we were supposed to just learn from all of these different entities that's been in existence, if they've been in existence.
Yeah.
So Jesus, you learn how to forgive and all this other shit.
Yeah.
With Ganesha, you learn to get rid of your obstacles. And it fucked me up because I had realized that I was the obstacle. And
In the way of yourself.
In the way of myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, so Ganesha is real because it helps you learn that you are the obstacle to be able to remove your obstacles. And at that time, all my obstacles, I don't even believe in obstacles anymore because I believe that creation is perfectly perfect. So every single thing that I experience, I am supposed to experience that experience because creation already knows exactly what I'm going to be experiencing.
Man, what you just said, but I believe the Hindu text and the Indian text, man, is some of the open text to revealing the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To keep you in the
magic.
truth.
That was magic.
Yeah, it keep you in the
Pantaye Namaha. That's magic.
It keep you really tapped into the text and keep you. It's not a falsehood in it.
No.
It's like openness on some for real. I think they really, you can tap into that because they were being honest.
Yeah.
The experience was not deceptive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when they spoke of these deities or when they experienced these forces or these people who were there and personified these realities to them,
right,
they was able to write about it in its pureness without a deceptive meaning for you.
Yeah, but,
you know what I'm saying?
It taught me the difference between creation and its creations.
Definitely.
So creation is what created all of those. If it has a name, then it's been created by the great creation.
Definitely.
Creation told me once, it said, I didn't make time to make myself a name because I am all of it. And the best way to describe me is all of it.
Yeah.
Because I am all of it.
That's
I am
real.
Everything there is.
That's real.
So if it has a name, then I created it. Jesus, Buddha.
It's all the same thing.
It's all the same. It's my creation.
Definitely. And I think, man, we as humans, we fucked up. It's crazy, bro. The simplicity of it all. It can all be so simple.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what we do, we want to, we want to be right.
Right. And
instead of being real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have to deal with what the fuck it is, man.
Yeah.
We always want to say this is this. No, sometimes, dog, whether you want it to be or not, you have to accept what the fuck it is. You know, and the truth hit us so many times in our face when it comes to religion, politics, or whatever in between, and we choose to still get on board with our personal motherfucking opinion about it.
Yeah.
Fuck your opinion.
And how can you have an opinion when it all is it's all created by the great creator?
You definitely can't.
You know, I have no qualms of what it's doing.
Nah, you can't. You hear me?
All I do is focus on what I'm doing and what I can do within my 24, and that's it. And whatever I don't get done within my 24, if I get the next 24, I keep on going.
Hey, bro, it's like you say, it's living in the now. Nobody history is more important than your own.
Than your own history.
Your experience is what you live for.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that we need to deal in that with each other.
Yeah.
Let each other, because what happened is we get misled by whether it's celebrities, all these idols that's placed in front of you as distractions, opposed to leading yourself from your own intuition.
So that's where the music come in at.
Yeah.
And stepping outside of the box and providing the information and providing the messages. You know, it's some risky stuff, and it's not money based.
No.
I'm really doing a job.
No, when I heard the music, I'm gonna keep it real. The last song you wrote, I mean, we just played. We was leading off with that. What's the title?
Nigga that.
Nigga that. Right. What I heard was exactly who the fuck you are.
Yeah, you did.
You know what I'm saying?
All of us.
You hear me? No cap in the rap type shit.
But did
you
you
hear
hear
me?
it was different ones. Each verse was
Yeah.
a different verse of me.
Flat out. You hear me? But you was all them. Like you say,
Yeah.
all of them was you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's truth, but you very seldom hear people rap they truth.
Yeah.
In that simplicity. For you can get it.
Yeah.
And understand and respect that this is what it is, my nigga.
Because
but,
certain people will get the message.
Yeah, they will, and understand, like, bro, that's okay to be just that.
That's it.
Being that purpose of yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And uplift that opposed to caricature of whatever you getting misled by.
Yeah.
You feel me? You rather put Tony Montana on motherfucking display, the character of Tony Montana.
Yeah. And that's all it is. It's their characters.
It's the character.
You
but
know?
it's no real in that
No
rap.
substance.
There's no substance in that. It's
but
no
it's a
value.
good ass, you got a good
know,
ass
yeah,
act.
it's a good story.
It's great,
You know, it hit a little story, but it's not real.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And we all live the personification of ourselves at times in our adolescence. We all wrote that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it come to a point where you just gotta be motherfucking real.
Yeah.
And that's what, like you say, when you say I stopped rapping, me personally, no, I still write music, but that was a deterrence for me stop being that type of artist.
Yeah.
Because my best genre was gangster music.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because when I started writing, it was the personification of how I was living.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And how I thought I wanted to be. You
Right.
feel me? So
So-
I was writing that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That right there. That's why I stopped.
Yeah.
Because I was rapping about my life, and then I was rapping about other shit that I wanted to be and do.
Yeah.
And I started experiencing all the shit that I
Yeah,
was writing.
buddy. Yeah,
so as
buddy.
I was experiencing it, I'm from Walnut Park.
Come on.
I'm experiencing this
The
thing
Walnut
that I'm
Park?
rapping about.
Yeah.
And I'm observing that it's happening, and then I write another song, then it happened. Then I write another song, then it happened. I'm like, oh no, hell no.
I don't need to write no more of these.
I shut it down.
Because, well, like you say, man, we cast
That's
spells
when
on ourselves.
That's when I opened up the pizza joint.
Yeah.
I went cold turkey. I shut it down, opened up the pizza joint, and
Yeah.
it was like, I
we
don't know
talk
what the
about
fuck.
some other shit. Fuck talking
And
about that, matter of fact.
until I got hypnotized. After I got hypnotized, that's when I got reintroduced to my higher self, and that was one of my questions. She said, "So why is Michael scared to do music?" And my higher self said, "Well, Mike knows that what he says is
gonna
life.
come. Real
His
talk.
middle name is Mantra, words spoken or alive.
That's
he,
real.
He knows that it scared him, but all he got to do is just change the
What he
things
talk about.
that he's saying.
That's it.
Once he changed the things that he's saying, then yeah, it's all gonna be
It's all
exactly
be
that.
that it.
But if you continue saying exactly that, then it's gonna continue to be exactly that.
And that's why I be conscious of what I speak.
Yeah.
And I uplift. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to give false credence to things.
Yeah.
Because people understanding of things is not the same. Like we even go to I know I'm an artist, man, and I still do my best shit when I'm talking that shit.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it gets to the point where we gotta be mindful that, bro, people receive it as such.
Yeah.
And you'll look at me in that box and you'll personify that light, and my character of who I am will be missed.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
feel me?
Yeah.
Because it's not like I'm making a Stephen King movie and you seeing me in the Oscars.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's I'm making this gangster shit and you seeing me in the hood.
Exactly.
So it speaks different.
Yeah.
And when we try to give, because I try to give that excuse that it's the genre.
Right.
It's just music, man. Like, it's like Stephen King when he make
but
a
it's-
horror movie. It is, but it hit different.
Hey, I believe
You know what I'm
it's-
saying? When you
it's
lived
all-
it.
I think
You
it's
hear
all
me?
set up perfectly perfect in order for me to come in and bring what I have that's totally different from all that shit.
Definitely. Well,
So
it
it's
definitely
perfectly
separates you, dog. In that regard, it's always gonna separate you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a breath of fresh air
Yeah.
because through the pollution, you get to hear some shit that's clear.
Yeah.
You ain't got no facade on
Yeah.
it. You feel what I'm saying?
And everybody not ready for that.
No, because they ain't.
know?
But
And that's okay.
and some of the music I make too, dog, is selfish
Yeah.
at this point because people don't respect the growth of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
It's like,
that's why I'm putting it out. I'm like, you know what? I'm finna just flood it with
Yeah.
all of this. And
Yeah.
then this is all of the music that I'm putting out now is not of the old music that I was putting out, but
Right.
this music, since I've done the psychedelics with the shaman, this is the music that's been coming up out of me.
Yeah.
And it's more or less message music. You know what I'm saying?
affirmations, man.
Yeah.
It's really, like you say, mantras. You speaking into existence.
That's right.
Walking to ourselves, man. When I don't know, when I was in that mindset, bro, it was years ago, man. And I think, I was incarcerated, right? To be honest, right? But I was at my purest. I had was detoxed. I hadn't did anything at this point. I think probably for 6 to 7 months. I was not doing sugar. I ain't smoking no weed, nigga. Eating good. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to master this situation I'm in, but I'm also trying to tap in to God.
Right.
Right? And I tapped in like none other, and I saw the way that I tap in is through the discipline. You feel me? Through discipline and resistance and intention. You feel what I'm saying? So with all those things with set into regard, like I never feared about staying. I knew I was coming out, but I knew I was there to better myself.
Right.
It wasn't about the.
So everything that you go
Yeah,
through is actually for you.
It was definitely for me, bro, because before I was in the situation, I saw the situation, didn't know how I ended up in it, but I knew that I'd be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And now when you look back on it, you look at all the things that you learned.
Man,
so
real talk.
That's why
It
our
was much
history,
needed,
your
bro.
history is the
It's
important history.
Man, the most important, dog. We wrapping it up, man, because we only got a couple of minutes. But, man, listen, we got to tap back in with my bro, man. You know what I'm saying? Sri Mantra. It's my nigga from a motherfucker, from the park. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this for a long time. Nah, man, you hear me? I appreciate you for coming, tapping in, man, because that's what it's about. It's about building, but it's about building on some real shit. You hear me? We can look back who we were to who we are, and appreciate the growth, man.
That's right.
And that's some shit that I like to put on the platform.
Oh yeah, same here, bro. Because I done watched you.
Yeah. You know how it is.
Yes, sir.
Hey, within a minute, man, it's another conversation with P. This your boy Perry on. Until next motherfucking time, it's me and my nigga.